Hi guys, hope you're doing well. Today I have a Halloween layout to share with you guys and it's called At the Patch. And this time I am doing a grid style layout and I'm using this Bella Boulevard paper that I got in a Scraptastic Kit from last year. It's called Halloween Magic. I'm also going to be using some other pieces from Jelly Bean Soup and I think some Bella Boulevard die cuts. So you're going to see that in just a little bit. The cut apart sheet is where that Fright Night came from, and then I have 3 pictures that are approximately 4 by 4, and I'm going to mount each of those pictures on a different color pattern paper just to add a little bit of extra color. And I really like this purple paper, and on the back there is an orange with multicolor stars, so it was really cute. I am such a fan of Halloween pages and paper and things like that, so I just think this set is adorable. This particular paper is from Bo Bunny, or no, Doodlebug, I'm sorry. So there's also Doodlebug pieces in here. Some of the die cuts are also from Doodlebug. So as long as I know what they are, I'll let you guys know as we're going through the layout. And if you have any specific questions, you can let me know. And these are some pictures from 2 Halloweens ago. So I believe this is 2013. And it's a picture of me and my daughter, and then my daughter just at the pumpkin patch. And I'm going to be using that back side of that paper I was just talking about with the multicolored stars to layer onto the back of this picture. And I'm just trimming that up. And I was just hand cutting it with my scissors. Sometimes I'll use the trimmer, sometimes I'll use my scissors. Just kind of depends what mood I'm in and how straight I really want it. I typically can cut pretty straight, especially if it's a thin border, with my Tim Holtz scissors, so I really like those a lot. Now this one is from Authentique, this paper, and it is a black paper with a purple star on it, and I believe the back side is like potions and things like that, or skeletons. I can't quite remember. I'm not sure if I'll flip it over in this video or not. I don't have any of the pieces left, so I'm not quite sure what's on the back of that one. So again, I'm just trimming it up, making sure that I have just a really thin border, and that's kind of what I've been liking to do most recently, is just put a really thin border around my pictures. I don't like a lot of extra. I also am going to mount this Fright Night with some white cardstock. I thought that would just kind of make it be more the size of the pictures and just make it stand out so they all kind of look uniform. And then once I get all these matted, what I'm going to end up doing is taking a bunch of embellishments and scattering them in each of the different quadrants to make like basically 4 mini layouts, if you will. So I'm just trimming it up again, just trying to make sure all the sides are even. And then when I'm happy with that, I'm going to start gluing everything down. And I believe the picture of my daughter with the pumpkin is just a slightly smaller square, and then the 2 pictures on the left are a slightly larger than 4 by 4. It's probably like 4 by 4.5, maybe 4 by 4.25, something like that. So I'm just going through some of the paper that I have in the collection, trying to figure out what I want to use on the page so I can kind of get the pieces of paper out of the way. And I don't think I'm going to pull much of anything else from here. I think I'm just going to move it off to the side to get it out of my way. And now I'm happy with those being in that grid. I'm just going to glue them down, and that star paper with the multicolors for the background, it has a grid also on the back of it, so it helps lining these pictures up really easy, so it looks really nice instead of having them kind of like all skewed and all over the place. Now I'm going to look through my brads and die cuts and wood veneers and things and try to find things that I would like to put across the layout. And that's a little cat wood veneer. It's an exclusive Scraptastic wood veneer. It's really cute. And these are some cut apart pieces. I believe they come in a printable, or it's not printable, I'm sorry, they print it out, and it's an exclusive little cut apart strips that you can do. These ones that I have in my hand right now, I believe are from No, I think that might be from the Bella Boulevard collection. They're little signs, and they see just different phrases and things like that for Halloween. And like I said, I'm just kind of going through and trying to find the die cuts that are going to match and look good on each of the little quadrants. And I love that little kitty cat. That's one of my daughter's favorite animals, is a kitty cat. So I'm going to leave that there, and he's going to sit on that bluish colored star so he doesn't look like he's just floating around on the page. And I'm just digging around in all the collections, trying to find out just what's going to work the best. And I do a lot of this digging just trying to fit and fiddle with what placement I want to have for each of the items. So once I find something that I like, I'm going to start gluing them down and placing them where I want to on the page. And now here I've kind of figured out this is kind of where I want to put most of the things. So I'm going to put that little mummy looking owl on top of that little bluish colored star, and actually I decided to switch out the blue star in the bottom left with the kitty cat with the green. I thought he kind of popped off a little bit more off the page with the green star behind him instead of the blue. He was kind of blending in a little bit, so I thought that would be a better fit. So I'm just popping some of these up with foam dots, and they're from Stampin' Up. They're called Stampin' Up Dimensionals. They're a pretty thin foam tape, which I really like because I don't like a lot of bulk in my albums. I have so many pages and things, and the more bulk means the less pages that can fit in an album, so I like to kind of keep the bulk down. So I am just gluing some of the pieces, and then I'm popping up some of the other pieces. And I'm just using some of the remnants on the outside of the sheet to add in some other places, and I'm using my scissors just to trim those up. In there, I'm going to pop that little kitty cat up there. I'm going to use some of my ATG tape to glue down this purple Everybody Scream like banner, and then I'm using my ATG gun on the spiderweb as well, and then on the top little arrow kind of piece of paper I'm going to use some of those pop dots, or the puffy sticker tape. And now, because this little star is so tiny, I am going to use my Scotch quick dry adhesive in my fine liner bottle, and then I'm adding on some of these photo corners and just gluing those down as well because they are small, so they're hard to glue down with my HEG. I'm just using the fine liner bottle on those. And I have a photo corner in 3 of the 4 squares, and now I'm going to move on to this other cluster. And I like how this little black tag is, and it houses the orange, what is it called, spiderweb very well, and then that little blue star. And I kind of like how all the layers, or all the little clusters, kind of work with each other. So you have the orange spiderweb in the top left picture, and it kind of balances out the Fright Night pumpkin on the right, and then you have the kitty cat with the green star in the bottom left, and then you have the owl with the blue star in the top right. And again, just everything kind of balances each other out. I don't feel like I have too many stars on the right or the left, or too many spider webs on just one side. I just think it looks good and it balances things out pretty well. And I'm just trying to balance out the color as well. So since I only have one thing that's purple so far on the page, I am looking to add some more purple items to where the little owl is. And this one is a sticker from the sticker sheet, and it says Happy Halloween, and it's from that Simple Story sticker sheet. And I'm going to add a little bit of a pop dot on the far left just to pop it up a little bit, give it a little bit more dimension so it doesn't look like it's sitting so flat on the page. So now I'm just taking some more of my Scotch Quick Dry and adding my last little photo corner here, and now each of the photos have something in all of the not all of the corners I guess, but each photo or each square has something in the corner with a photo corner. And now I'm just looking through that sticker sheet trying to find out if there's anything else I want to use, and I like where it says the Boo Crew, so I'm just trimming it down a little bit and so it fits a little bit better on here. And I didn't like how thick it was. And what also happens is sometimes when you have those multiple word phrase stickers, they will have a little bit of extra color from the sticker above or below it. So that's why I trimmed off the bottom and the top of the sticker, so you didn't see like a different color showing through. So I'm just going to pop that up, and then that's going to go on top of that top left picture. And I must be talking to somebody. I'm at a crop, so I'm probably talking to someone. That's why I'm not doing anything. But I'm getting my little powder tool. I didn't want the sticky to be sticky on the back of the sticker, so I put the pop dots on first. Then I take the sticky off the areas where around the pop dots, and then I take the back off the dots so that I have a sticky spot. I just worry about that if they get smashed in the album, that the sticky of the sticker will touch the paper and then it will just end up flattening it out. So I like to do that where I have the sticker, and I just use that powder tool to take off all the sticky around the pop foam dots. Now I'm using some of the brads that came in the Simple Stories little brad pack that you see there. They're such cute brads. So I'm just going to use them in a couple different places all around the layout. I'm just using my little Tim Holtz or tonic pokey tool so that I can get through and put the brads in. And I believe I used 3 brads at least on this layout. I may use a fourth. I'm not quite sure. I can't remember if I put one in each of the clusters or not. But so far I have it in 3 different clusters, and the only thing bad about brads is that you had to poke a hole in. I really like those new brads that they have come out where they look like brads on the top, but they're actually stickers. I think those are pretty neat. Brads are nice when you're trying to, affix something to a page, but a lot of times when I'm using these decorative brads, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just adding a little extra texture dimension, so I don't really need to add anything or adhere anything to the page like a piece of vellum or something. So I like the new brads that they have without the backs where they just kind of stick down. This is some stickers from the Bella Boulevard little sticker sheet, and they say October, or OCT, the abbreviation for October, and then 31. So I put those up there by the picture, and I think I move them over a little bit, or maybe I keep them there. I can't quite remember, but I do end up keeping them on the picture for sure. Now I'm going to take a little bit of sticky tape to pop them up so they're not laying flat against the page because they're banners. I want them to have a little bit of dimension, so I'm just going to go ahead and put a little bit of dimension right at the bottom of the banner, and so the top of the banner is going to stick to the photo and the bottom of the banner is going to be popped up slightly with this foam tape. So I'm just taking my scissors and trimming it up so that it fits behind the banner so you can't see it very much. So I'm just working on that now. And sorry the layout's sideways, but it ends up fitting in my frame better and I can get to it. Otherwise I'd be sticking my head in the shot and you probably didn't want to see the back of my head. So I had to turn the layout around so I can get to it without having my big fat head in the way. And sorry, I probably should have cut some of this out. This is a little long and painstaking. But it's almost over. I'm on my last letter, so it should be almost done. And there's only a few little bits left to this layout after this. I wanted to say thank you guys so much while I'm doing this for all my new subscribers. I've had a great time making these videos, so if you have any questions or comments or requests, please let me know in the comment section below. If you'd like to check out my Facebook page, you can do that. The link is below. I also have a Pinterest and an Instagram account. If you guys are interested in any of those, you can follow me on Instagram or you can pin to my boards on Pinterest. So thank you guys, and I'm just going to be adding a few more little touches to this page and I should be pretty much wrapping this up. At the end of the video you will be able to see some pictures of the layout and some close-ups of each of the clusters. So here is a quick close-up so that you can see everything on the page. And like I said, thank you guys so much, and I will talk to you again next time. Bye!